I just want to go ahead and thank any. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I want to go ahead and say welcome to the new subscribers. I am Yamika, for those of you who don't know. I haven't done a video in a while. So here I am, and Happy New Year. I am gonna try my best to be a little more consistent on YouTube. I just figured since I don't have like a whole bunch of people relying on me to make videos, I didn't think it was really necessary to always be making videos. And besides, it's a bit draining making videos, let's be honest. But I'm here. So what would the new year be without goals, right? Everyone's talking about 2020 goals and visions and dreams and whatnot. So I thought this would be the appropriate time to talk about vision boards. So I don't want to make this video too long, but I do want to give my tips on how to create a rather successful vision board, if that's what you want to call it. I don't know. So I will show you my vision board from last year, and I will show you my vision board for this year, and then I will give you some tips on how to create your own vision board. Sounds like a plan? Let's go. So my vision board from last year is a little beat up for various reasons, but this is my vision board. I don't know if you can see the whole thing. But yeah, there's my vision board from last year, and this is my vision board. I don't know if you can see that for this year. So I was super excited making the vision board because they're always fun to make, but it kind of defeats the purpose making a vision board if you're not actually going to use it. So I want to help you figure out ways to use it. So for number one, I would suggest you write down your goals first. Now, when I do my vision board, I typically think about my goals in terms of images. So for instance, I may put down, I don't know, a heart on my vision board, and then I will, well, not on my vision board, I'll write down a heart in my book, and I will say, okay, I want this heart to symbolize love, I don't know, and or self-love, or either, I don't know, romantic relationship or something. Maybe my goal is to start dating, I don't know. And then I will write why I want that on my vision board, right? So I write mine down. I've shown this book before. This is my favorite journal. I write my goals down in this book, and actually, if I can show you, so I wrote down 2020. I don't know if you can see that, but anyways, I wrote down 2020, and I wrote down a list of my goals, and yeah, that's how that came about. So number two, I then proceeded to get my supplies. So I prefer a foam poster board. So I ran Walgreens, I got that. I used glue, like regular glue, and then I used a hot glue gun. I also, for my pictures, I printed my pictures off. I prefer specific pictures because I feel like it'll, like, I don't know, catch my attention more. So what I typically do is I go on the internet, I find the pictures that I want, and then I print them off. I try to cram them onto like a page or two or three, depending on how many goals I want to put on there. And I mean, if you don't want to do that, or you don't want to waste paper, or you don't have a printer or what have you, you can always go and find an old magazine that you don't care about, or a new magazine, and just cut out images that you feel represent your goals. That's always a good idea. Obviously you need scissors as well. And any other little things you want to add that really personalize your vision board. So I would say like glitter, stickers, flowers even, because I know on my vision board I use these fake flowers that I bought from Michael's when I was decorating my graduation cap last year. And I just used the leftover ones and hot glued them to my poster board. Oh, well, I can show you. So, like so, excuse my fingernails. But yes, these little flowers. Oh, another thing I was gonna say, don't be afraid to put words on your vision board, you know, words of the year, things like that. I know mine for this year is restructuring. It was inspired by a sermon that I was watching online, and it was really inspiring to me, and I felt like that's the mindset I've kind of been in lately anyway. So I kind of want to take that into my new year and kind of continue transforming myself. I don't know what number I'm on, so I'm either on 4, I think I'm on 4. Doesn't matter, not really. So next, after that, I then sit down and I figure out how I want to arrange these things on my board. I think it is important to make your vision board look appealing. Like I don't get the point of throwing a whole bunch of stuff on there that you really, you know, want to happen for yourself, and then you don't even want to look at it because it's just not like, I don't know, it doesn't draw you in. So I would say sit down and take the time to actually figure out how you want things arranged. For me, I prefer to kind of put things, arrange things in order of importance to me, or either like I'll put the most important thing to me in the middle of the board, and then other things surround it. And then like I'll put pictures together that kind of mean the same thing to me, I guess, or are related in some type of way, whatever. Anyways, you get what I'm trying to say. I know some people prefer to number each thing. Hey, to each its own. I mean, I don't know if that's what you like, you know, do it. So, I mean, your vision board at the end of the day, it is a representation of you and what you want to occur in the next year, the next 2 years, the next month, whenever you, however you want your goals to be set up so that you can achieve them. If that makes sense, I don't know. But I would just say that it's very important to definitely have goals and go into the new year with a mindset that you are trying to attain something. You know what I mean? One thing that I forgot to mention is don't underestimate the value of daily goals that aid in contributing to your overall goals. It is definitely counterproductive to create these major goals or go and purchase all of the things necessary to make a vision board with no intentions of actively trying to attain these goals. And some people don't believe in setting goals, and some people don't really believe in making vision boards and things of that nature. They think it's just like, oh, that's just a cute thing to, you know, occupy your time. But I really think it's important because there were things on my vision board from 2019 that I actually accomplished, and some things that I even omitted from it that I should have put on there because I was afraid it wasn't going to happen. For instance, I put a luxury vehicle on my vision board for last year, and I did end up getting one, not realizing it was gonna actually happen. But I did have the goal of it happening, I guess. And yeah, another thing that happened, I put a graduation cap on there, and I actually graduated. And the picture that I put on the board of the graduation cap, I put those exact words that was on that cap on my actual cap. So that was pretty exciting for me because I did graduate at the end of July of 2019. And other little things just kind of happen for me. You know, it's almost like you sort of manifest these things just by simply having them on a board and seeing it every day. That's another thing I think is very important, is that you should place your vision board in a place that you are going to see it all the time. I know I stood mine up in my room on this thing or whatever. I'm not gonna go into details about like where, but it was like in the corner of my room. So like as soon as I woke up and I looked over to my right, like diagonally to my right, by my window, there was my vision board staring me right in my face. So that was very helpful, especially when I was in school, because there were many times I was like, oh my gosh, just can't like keep going. Like I have to end this soon. So I would be sitting there like, but I don't feel like doing any homework or anything like that. And I would just have to like tell myself after looking at my vision board, okay, do you want that to happen or no? So yes, I love my vision board for that too. Another thing I was saying was that like I didn't put things on there that I should have. So I wanted to put on my vision board a passport for traveling or going outside of the country or whatever. And that actually ended up happening for me. But I didn't put on my board because I was afraid it wouldn't happen. And it was actually a graduation gift to me. So that should go to show you that you should put every goal you have on there. Well, not every single goal. Don't just like cram goals in there, but goals that you really want to happen for that year. And that's another thing I also want to say, is that like you don't have to just put goals for the year on there. You can make this a 5-month vision board. I mean, it just depends on the time frame that you feel you want this vision board to be set for, if that makes any sense. I prefer to do a new vision board for every year, just because I know that it's easier for me to stretch my goals out over a certain amount of time, because it doesn't, I don't know, I don't feel too much pressure trying to achieve those goals. And there are some goals that I set, obviously daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, you know, but I'm not putting those on a vision board. You know, these are more like grand goals that can be attained over time. So, yeah, I need some water. But anyways, so yeah, I just wanted to come on here and just kind of like help some people, guide some people in making the vision board. I was going to do a video of me actually doing the vision board, but I felt like I was waiting too long to do the video, and I was just ready to get the vision board done so that I can go ahead and start looking at it. Yeah, so I hope this video isn't too confusing or jumbled up or whatever. I hope it makes sense to you. And don't forget to have fun. Just have fun with it. Sit down, listen to some music, relax, have a glass of wine, whatever. And, you know, just create your vision board. It's always fun to create a vision board with a group of people. Sometimes I feel like that kind of throws you off a little. Like you'll create this vision board that's kind of like scarce in goals, or either you'll create a vision board just with a bunch of stuff just because it was fun in the moment, but you'll never look at it again. Definitely have fun with it, but kind of take it serious in a way, you know, so that you aren't just wasting your time, wasting paper, wasting money, because I know I take mine serious and I really plan out my board because it's something I'm planning to look at every single day for the next year. So I definitely wish everyone a very prosperous new year, a very prosperous 2020, and I hope that you all come back to join me for my next video. This is kind of rushed and last minute in the moment, but I just thought that I would stop by and say hi as well, and yeah, I think that's it. So thanks for joining me, and I hope that you do create a vision board and that you have fun with it. That's it. Bye.